Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to you guys with another Hollywood Hot Topics live. Before I get started, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to get into and talk about is Chrisean. So I've come to like my opinion and decision that I feel like she should unalive the baby and get an abortion. And the reason why I say this is because it was a lot of reasons. Starting off with yesterday, all the tweets that she put out, there wasn't a tweet that I saw where she kind of said, hey, screw all of this stuff going on. I'm going to put my baby first. I'm going to make sure my baby's taken care of. I'm going to make sure this and that. I never really saw that. Anything I seen dealing with the baby, it had like a relation back to Blue. That shows me she's not mature enough to have the baby. At first, I already know how it was when, the announced it first. I was like, oh, maybe this might change her. And no, it's been enough time. It's been what, like a month since she's announced that she's having a baby, and we've yet to see her really change. She's still very emotional, crying, low-key depressed, still dealing with Blue and letting Blue affect her any type of way. Affecting her any type of way, and people just think that when this baby comes that she's going to magically wake up and start changing how she's acting. No, she would have started changing how she's acting like right as she's pregnant. And that's just my opinion. I don't care what nobody said. That's why I've always been pro-choice and not I've always been pro-choice because I feel like a woman should decide what to do with her body. Okay, if she want to keep it, if she don't want to keep it, whatever, it should be all up to her. And this is an example of why I think people should believe in that. Okay, because yesterday, to me, the way that she was just going off, and I still don't get it too. What did she really do for him to do all of this and is keep doing all of this on social media? It just doesn't make sense to me. I still can't. I looked around. I don't get why is he doing all of this. The moment he goes away from her, it's like he wakes up and he realizes he doesn't like her anymore. So no, I don't think she should have the baby. And it's probably, I don't know if it's how far along she is. I don't think she's that far along where it's too late to have second thoughts. But I don't think having the baby would be a smart thing. And another reason also, let's say she does have the baby, right? His side of the family already doesn't like her. So his side of the family isn't going to like the baby just off of the strength of her. So the baby, let's say if she's ever around Blue's family, he or she isn't going to be treated the best because you're a seed of Chrisean. You're a seed of the demon child who they consider Chrisean. So that's already not going to be good. If she's if she has the baby, the baby's gonna grow up in a household where they're going to see Blue and Chrisean always arguing, her breaking TVs. That's not going to be good for the baby's mental health, right? And who knows how good of skills Chrisean's going to have to actually even take care of the baby. We seen the closet in the where they do their laundry at, with all these clothes around dirty and everything like that, which we're going to get to in a little bit. Just the cleanliness of it, her cleaning out the baby's diaper. It's a lot to it. And I don't think she's ready for that at all, just based off of the few weeks and the month, however long she's been pregnant or is allegedly pregnant. People still denying it. However long she's been pregnant, she hasn't, I don't think, showed all of America and me that she's ready to be a mom. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all can have your opinion. Be respectful in the comments, all right? I'm just saying, okay? That's just what I think. Do I think Blueface is a douchebag, though? He needs to kind of relax, especially now that she's, like, the fact that she's pregnant, he really needs to take a chill pill. 100% he needs to take a chill pill because you're doing too much, okay? You should have never laid down with her, bust her Big Debbie cakes open raw, and think that, a baby wasn't going to come from it. What did you think was going to come out? A bandana? A blue bandana? No, a baby. That's what happens. You're lucky the other thing didn't happen. And that CD. I'm just saying, like, I just don't get him the way he's reacting as if she pulled as if she pulled. Y'all remember the game, right? When that girl had slept with Darwin and she took the condom and she had a turkey baster and she took the turkey baster and was like, and then she put it in her woo-ha. Right. It's not like she pulled the game, the Darwin. Had she did that, then it would be like, okay, you could act the way you are. But no, y'all both laid down and they decided to do it. So you can't be completely 100% mad at her. She had a baby herself. So, he got home from Dubai, I'm guessing, right? And he I guess he wanted Chrisean to do the laundry. He wanted Chrisean to do the laundry, and when he got there was no laundry done. Okay? No laundry whatsoever done. And it was just a pile of dirty clothes and crib gear. Right? So this is the picture of it. And basically in the video, he was just like, y'all expect me to have a bee and the bee not clean after herself, not take care of herself. Y'all just want me to have that bee there, and that's supposed to be cool. Listen, this is the thing that confuses me with Blueface too. He acts like Chrisean got dirty over time. She's been dirty. If you guys have been following Chrisean since Blue Girls Club, like I have, and because a couple other YouTubers that actually we've been following her from the beginning. Like we didn't just started seeing up what she's up to now, like the Naomi Dreams, like the the Blue Girls Club pages and stuff like that. We've been following how she is. She's always been rumored to be like that. So it's not like over time she's gotten dirtier. She's always been like that. So why he's so shocked is like, oh my God, no, you know how she is. And then when I seen the story of her crying, that was one thing that it did make me sad. I ain't gonna count. I was just like, ooh, that made me feel so bad because you could tell mentally she's exhausted and she's sick of being sort of embarrassed by him over and over and over online. Because it's one thing you're humiliating her in private, but the fact that you're humiliating her in public is only gonna make it worse. It's gonna make her nerves bad. Okay, blood pressure going up and everything like that. So she was in the car basically crying, and she took it down quickly. I'm so mad though because there was one video at the very end. You could literally tell she wasn't. I think she was driving too. She wasn't literally even paying attention to the road. She was just bawling, but she deleted it very, very quick. But I did see it before she deleted it. I didn't get a chance to screen record it, but whatever.
I honestly just want to stop this internet beef and shit. Feel me? I don't even care about the videos. It's just
I would, because how dare you even think you have the audacity to think I'm gonna clean after your nasty butt after you done, crypt around you crypt dancing around these girls' beds and everything like that, dipping it, leaving, cripping dance. And you expect me to just clean after you? That to me is insane to me. Insane. He did tweet some stuff, which I'm going to read, which some of the stuff he says is 100% true, though.
Never happy. So, yeah, I do sometimes let my mental health drag. The laundry might not be done. But, hey, it's one of my flaws. All I do is wash the clothes. I am. But a bitch be mentally and physically drained. Who wanna fucking clean up after a nigga that beats and cheats on them here and there and all that? That shit is draining. I'm gonna just pay someone else to do it. I'm never really home. Travel a lot. I be tired. Niggas just want to lay down. Fuck, I just want to lay down. Fuck. If I make money for you every weekend, I just want to lay my ass down. What the fuck? Oh my God.
And you heard what she just said. She said, if I make money for you every weekend, it's common knowledge now that he takes her checks. A lot of her financial stuff that she gets from the bookings and everything like that. She's the Latasha to Chrisean's Tamika. Okay, so every time she gets a check come through, Zeus payment hit, club payment hit, it's a vibe. Royalties hit, it goes directly to Blueface's account, so she doesn't see not a dime, right? So it's very Tina. A baby in that environment to me is crazy. Let's say if she wanted to just go out on her own and take care of herself with the baby and let the baby, see Blue every now and then and blah blah blah. She can't do that because financially you have nothing because he has it all. That's why I don't think she should have the baby. That's just what I think.
Bro, and you still want to beef for what? I'll have the house clean in the next 2 hours. Promise you. I'm gonna call this lady right now. Here you go again.
Okay. And then there was, some debates. Some people talking about, why doesn't he have a house lady, a cleaning lady, blase, blase, blase. Listen, if y'all know Blueface, like we've been knowing Blueface for the people that have been watching Blue Girls Club since season 1. Blueface is cheap. You think he gonna hire a maid? Why you think he had his mom living in that house? Blueface is extremely thrifty. He does not like to pay things that he feels that are unnecessary and that he doesn't need. That's why he said in that video, "Why do I have a B if I have to hire a maid or a housekeeper?" Because he doesn't want to pay for it. And to be honest, he doesn't have that much money. I'm just saying. It's all alleged. But I'm just saying he just doesn't have that much money. That's why him being with Chrisean is very, very helpful to him because he's getting a huge amount of income from her, not only directly, but indirectly, because more people are paying attention to him, which would make him more booked than if he wasn't with her or never even met her. Because I'm telling you, like, I know people, they rip on Chrisean and everything like that, but let's say if Blue never met Chrisean, Blueface's career would be nothing right now. I can guarantee it. Because guess what? So much rappers have come out and taken over the rap game, and he hasn't been consistent. You can say, though, that Chrisean may have distracted him, and he might have been consistent had she not come into contact with him. But let's not act like, Blueface is no J. Cole or, Kendrick Lamar or the Tupac, okay? Or Lil Baby. Like, his songs don't really hit like that unless you're a California native and you listen to California type songs. I do like some of his songs, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he would be as popping as he was right now if Rock was not around. And that's just facts. I don't care what anybody says about that. It's just facts. All right. So he did tweet some stuff just about the whole thing and just venting and everything like that. Why he's using Twitter as a diary, I don't know. I don't get how this brings good press to him because I feel like he's losing a lot of female fan base. Like a lot of his female fan base is just going down, 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 down. Okay. So let me read the tweet. I'm gonna go from bottom up. Okay. He said, if the truth is destroying you, fix your truth, because the truth can never be a diss. He said, I notice the truth hurts more than disrespect, so that's all I tell. No opinionated, popular hate comments, only the truth. If y'all tired of it, stop blowing up my socials, commenting, liking, and following. That make a nigga want to keep going. Narcissist. Everybody already know I FBs regularly. I met this dumb 304 cheating on my B with 2 kids. How stupid can a B be? Now this, I don't agree with the words that he used, seeming that she is pregnant woman. But he's not lying. Chrisean, you knew what you were getting yourself into, okay? You knew that he was still dipping with Jaden. He even had a baby on you and everything. You still stuck around. So why you're so like emotionally sad that he's doing this to you is kind of like, it does make me kind of side eye how you think, because what did you think was gonna happen? Why do you think Jaden doesn't really take him serious? She just knows that he has good D and he makes pretty kids and he has a bag, so she could live comfortably. That's what I feel like Jaden is doing. Jaden's like, hey, I could do what I want career-wise, have my little kids. They could be beautiful, pretty, still get a bag from him. The D is good. It's crypty, so it has the blue tip. And, I'll be all right. That's how I feel like Jaden's mindset is with this whole situation. You cannot tell me that's not what she's thinking. Because a lot of girls will kind of die to be in her spot because she's getting at, I don't think legally he's not getting child, like she's not giving child. He didn't take her to, like, she never took him to court, but of course he's given the bag to take care of the kids and her and everything like that. So that's comfortable for her. That's what I think. Yes, the blue tip. Okay, it's bandana colored. Let's continue on the rest of these tweets, you guys. Okay, so he said, at any B that put their hands on me, they're getting their A beat. Everybody knows the truth could never destroy me. I tell myself the truth every morning. I'm the realest N-word on these apps. I promise I'm not crazy. I just don't care. Chrisean been fighting boys and people's mamas before she met me on Crib. How he do? I wish I had the chain so I could jingle. You know how? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When Blueface do the little licking, he do the thing. He makes sure is that the chains are kind of jiggle against the microphone, so it could show some sort of wealth. Okay, so that he has a bag, right? It say, y'all don't know Baby D. That's why you looking at me. This B gets physical. And this was her out here in Miami. Okay, I've been to this spot. So it's kind of funny when I see this clip because they don't want you to be doing all of that. So the fact that she was doing all of that, they knew that she's like a public figure and they kind of let it pass type vibe, okay? Because she was down in the MIA, all right? And then he said, I've only seen her pee on a stick once. I try not to think about it since then, but it's haunting me for real. What's haunting you about it? That's what is crazy. What's so haunting about that? You nutting in her wasn't haunting. You didn't think it was going to come back to haunt you? Like I said, I do not think she should have the baby. I don't think it will be the smartest thing to do. And I'm saying this off of the strength of the baby's mental health because a lot of people that grow up in toxic households usually have it a lot harder than children that don't. And the last thing you would want is another child being brought in that's going to be around a toxic environment and not experience a great upcoming, from a child to an adult. So that's the reason I don't think she should have the baby at all. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys get your opinions a little bit later. Okay, next thing, I'm gonna call this person to the podium. Tommie, mommy, how dare you even fix your mouth to ever disrespect a queen. Y'all know how I love me some Kandi, okay? I feel like Kandi is like my celebrity muse, okay? Because she, to me, represents everything that a celebrity should aspire to be. She has multiple streams of income that she can rely on without her celebrityness, okay? That to me is a smart celebrity, right? That's why I love me some Kandi. So the fact that Tommie thought that she could, like, she's bigger and thinks that she's cute. So, okay, this is what happened, y'all. Tiny and the Escape group, they were doing an interview and they got on the subject of the whole fight between Tommie versus Natalie, okay? Because we all know Natalie knocked the Mario coins and the Percocets out of Tommie's brain. So she had the nerve to, kind of shade Kandi because Kandi brought her up, even though it's been on the news for weeks before this interview. So of course everybody's still going to be talking about it.
She got a little size on her.
Yeah, she but like a big dog around
she
there.
She was taking it seriously.
That's what I like.
But
you're in the ring.
No, what I'm saying is when they were doing all the interviews, Tommie kept, like trying to get her in the headlock and stuff, and she wasn't even really trying to fight back or anything. I liked how she said, "I'm saving it for the ring. I'm gonna put it on your ass."
Yeah. Wait a minute, y'all don't think that was set up? I mean, I just felt like Natalie was gonna win anyway. Just
you
because
thought that fight was set up?
I didn't see the fight, but yeah.
Well, the clips online when Tommie was laid out, I don't think that was
Tommie, and she got hands.
No, because Tommie would never want to let herself.
Tommie got hands. I've seen her.
It don't matter. We see Nelly got hands now too.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly. That's why the girls are mad. And I'm not even a Natalie fan, okay? I already know. I'm not a Natalie stan. I do like Natalie, though. I think, I respect her. I really do respect her. All these years made me respect Natalie, okay? Right, Natalie? Natalie!
Natalie! Stop it!
Okay.
I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't see the fight, but I know she won. But
I saw the clip.
Maybe because I thought maybe Tommie's bark was a little bit bigger. You know what I mean?
I think the thing about it is, never mind.
No, tell me. Say it.
No, I think
so. After this clip, you guys, Tommie decides to write. She said, "LOL. When I was on my feet, show me please, or when they gave me water, I paid on the floor. LOL. And blogs do what they do best and show me when they be knocked the wind out of me. Y'all gotta stop. And Kandi, I wouldn't dare go on anyone's show and the interview's supposed to be about me and they bring up another B. I'd sing another note so quick, but that's just me. Anyway, hashtag Tommie-ish. I'm always y'all entertainment. I get it. And y'all always keep my name ringing, which brings me revenue. Thank you and you welcome, B." This is what bothers me about Tommie, because Tommie, to me, she really thinks she's bigger than her britches. You're not that popular, okay? At the end of the day, you should be grateful that somebody like Kandi even knows who you are. How dare you? Okay, this is what Kandi needs to do, okay? If y'all don't know, Akbar V is Candy's cousin. So you need to call Big Ak, not the little one. Because, Big Ak gonna be like, you talking about my cousin Kandi? You know I knock your head loose, Tommie. You keep bringing up my cousin. That's my big cousin. That's my big cousin Kandi, you feel me? So you think you're gonna talk about me and my cousin? I'm finna come out, out of retirement from whooping and slapping hoes and pop you outside your mouth, Tommie. Who you think you talking to, Tommie? This the thing. Tommie and Akbar have gotten into it before. So it would be anything to Kandi to pick up the phone and said, hey, I got a situation I need you to handle. How dare you? That to me is so you really think that you're that it girl. Come on. This is somebody who is famous before even ending up on an indie reality show. She's written for TLC. The nerve of you to even come out of your mouth and make it seem as if somebody's pressed of bringing you up. They're talking about a reality show and just a show. You guys are a reality show, period. Y'all not real life. Come on. That really irritated me because I love Kandi. And two, it's just you keep thinking that you're like Beyonce. You better really be thinking Natalie. I'm telling a lot of these girls, say what you want about Natalie, but y'all owe Natalie her flowers. Y'all owe her money. Okay? Y'all owe her a lot. Because she helped you guys. All right? She brought you to Mr. Lemmy Pepper. She said, hey, Lemmy Pepper, let's put her on baddies. Okay? And Lemmy Pepper's like, oh, I don't know. I don't have to think about it. You tell me, what are you gonna bring to the show? You're gonna knock a girl out for me? You think you could fight Stunner? Huh? She got a lot of stunts. What do you think you're gonna do on this show, Tommie? And then you did a big one, and now you're popping again. Your name's in the media. Okay, you're getting engagement, but that's all thanks to Baddies West. Nobody was checking for Tommie before that. Come on, that is really annoying to me. I hate when people do stuff like that because it's not like Kandi just brought her out of nowhere. It was just let's talk about Tommie. They got on the subject of you guys. So relax. Ugh. The nerve. It's so crazy to me. The nerve, right? Oh my God. Oh, and also, let's get back to the Blueface thing. He did say this about, I'll show you guys this real quick. He said this about the baby and everything like that, about how he feels like Chrisean would be as a mother and her mothering skills and stuff.
It's 8 out of 10 chance it's mine. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga been beating me out. It's 8 out of 10. Feel me? Them odds is pretty high. So you people on here that's I thought you said it wasn't your baby. Bitch, I ain't stupid. I've been fucking the bitch. There's a good chance. It's a 20% chance it's not my baby, but it's an 80% chance it is. We know the odds. You hear me? So y'all be more realistic on this motherfucker. Y'all being way too out of You feel me? If I can go to 0 out of 10 chance and we get to, go to the chop shop and see the mayor, I pretty much prefer that for me and the other prospects. Yeah, nobody want no doodle baby.
Now, okay, this is what's so crazy to me. Why all of a sudden he want her to unalive the baby and just kind of like abort mission? Why didn't he did say that on Twitter, like the day he announced it. Well, the day she announced it because it was on his birthday, which was kind of petty. Let me tell you how Blueface is a narcissist. He's basically returning back the mental trauma to her on her birthday because he did it because she did it on his birthday. Remember, it was literally his birthday, like the night of his birthday, when she announced that she's preggers. So he says, "Hey, I'm gonna torture this on her birthday," and he did on her birthday. Y'all didn't think about that, right? Ain't that crazy? Right. Wow. Exactly. Y'all didn't think about it like that, right? See, you're noggin. Okay. Blueface is smart. I'm telling you, he's very, very smart. All right. So we're gonna continue, guys. Ronald Ray told me that. Better yet, no. Tommie, okay, since we always bring her up, she told me that we need to get the lights up, maybe to 20K, a Twinkie, a dub.
So she said we only made 20,000, and I'm about to take 10 to my mama, and yeah. That's what y'all stopped y'all life for, which I never had one. 20,000. Say that at 20, a Twinkie. Yeah.
A dub. Okay, so get them lights up. All right. Okay, so next time I wanted to talk about, you guys, was Diplo. So Diplo did an interview, and this interview to me was very interesting because some people have some difference of opinions in this. And he basically was saying that he has gotten from a dude before slob on his knob, hamdulillah. Okay, so do you guys think that a dude who's gotten slob on his knob, hamdulillah, is gay? Or do you guys think that head is just head? You don't got to be looking at the person when the action is being done. Okay, you could look over the person and just like what it's feeling like. Okay, so take a look at what he had to say, guys.
Yeah.
And you just don't remember?
Wait. We missed it. We missed it. Hold on. It's the updates for me on Instagram.
The guy before.
You're sure that's happened?
Yeah.
And you just don't remember?
I mean,
you're saying you're not committing to it, but you're saying you're sure it happened.
For sure.
But you don't have a specific memory of it.
Like, I don't know if it's gay unless you like make eye contact while there's the blowjob.
That's such a straight guy thing to say.
But getting a blowjob is not that gay, I think.
I don't know. You tell me.
But what we're about to talk about.
We're talking.
Okay, so what do you guys think? Do you guys agree or do you guys disagree? Listen, this is gonna sound crazy, but I agree. Let me tell you guys why. If you guys, Camilla says she doesn't. Okay, let me tell you guys why. There's Twitter, right? And there's a lot of accounts where there's people that have these ski masks. So yeah, for the girls that don't know, okay, for the girls that have been on the dark web of Twitter, right? There's ski masks. So some of the dudes, okay, that probably got girls at home, they'll wear a ski mask while they have one of the girls, slob on the knob, hamdulillah. But half the time they don't be looking at them eye direction. They just be looking straight forward and like they feel in the fantasy, right? So yes, it is. Okay. So yeah, that's why I agree with it 100%. I don't think just because somebody has gotten that done that they're like 100% like that. That's what I think. And I'm not trying to say it too much because y'all know how YouTube do. So that I agree with that just based off of the strength of that too. Plus, I feel like that to me, you saying that you're 100% like gay, it's like it's more of like the feeling, like you feel like you could be with the person who's doing the slob on the knob, hamdulillah. Like you could see yourself being with them, like more sexually and too relationship wise. That's just what I think. Some people do not agree with that. They just feel like if they even lick it, like you are Yeah, you see, so people they think that, right? So it's all up to the person and how they think. Me, I don't think so 100%. I don't agree that they can't that they are because I even I know someone who does that. Like they do the thing on the Twitter to the dudes with like the girls and stuff, and they're like, he told me, right? I ain't gonna say who it is because like that's messed up. But like he told me he was just like he a lot of the dudes that's in the videos and stuff that I'll be looking at, he was like, yeah, they're most of them got like girlfriends and stuff like that. The girlfriends don't give good top. Okay. So like he does it for them. And then of course he gets a lot of money on OF. Right. So I'm just like, wow. And then yeah, I was like, oh, wow. So yeah, that's that on that for you to, limits me. Okay. Next I wanted to talk about you guys was the young Ma situation. So you guys this been out for like a little bit because I've seen this a little bit before. There was another YouTuber who posted how she looked. There was she was like in this like rolling wheelchair and she was walking around um like the grocery store and she looked like a little bit skinnier than what she did before. And some blogs picked it up, but not as much as this story where they picked it up because Young Ma herself posted it, and not just some random person catching her, out and about and taking it and posting it on the Instagram. So yesterday, the barber posted her, and we could see that her eyes were like extremely, extremely, extremely yellow. And usually, when somebody's eyes are like deep, deep, deep yellow, it's usually like some health issues. Usually, it's with the kidney. So of course, everybody just assumed that she had like some health issues. She did come out and confirm it. And this is what I think. I don't think the barber should have posted it. I don't care. Even if she was approving of him posting it and like they have that type of relationship. I'm the type of friend, if I know people are going to say bad things about you, I'm not going to post it. I don't even care if you give me my approval because I know how people are. So the fact that he posted it, I feel like he did it just so he could get traction for himself. I don't think he did it because, oh, that's my dog like that. He knows that like she was looking crazy and people are going to look at this post and they might check out my barber page and try to book me. That's what I think. I don't care what anybody says because that video is not a good video to post. It's not good promo. Let's say if after you did the haircut, you put that video, then it would make a little bit more sense and it would be a little bit more passable. But this is before she got the haircut, eyes looking crazy. She's not looking the healthiest, and you're just gonna post that, even though she said, "Oh, it's cool." No, I would never post that. She did come out and defend him, which I was kind of shocked at because I would have thought she would have felt some type of way about it. And she reposted and she said, "We blessed. Don't let that get you blood. I told you it was like 4 months. I guess it was like 4 months and stuff." So she got a haircut. She said, "I got so much to say as if I'm trying to embarrass my dog." She reposted my page. And if she didn't want me to record, she would have told me, "Y'all don't know our bond or our friendship. What y'all need to do is just send your praise for her." And that's what she didn't have a haircut in a month. She wanted me to bring her haircut back to life, which I did. Thank you, sis, for coming to rock with me. Always love you. Okay. And I really doubt that, like, I really doubt he took the video and he showed it to her and she says, "Yeah, post that." No, you posted, you wanted to post it, say, "Hey, I can post this real quick, right?" And then she was just like, "Yeah, whatever." That's what it's giving. What y'all think? They say, "Yep, I agree. I can never post my friend picture like that. They do anything for like me, even if you agree to it. If I know, listen, I know how people think. Like, I'm not gonna post it. Like, if you look crazy, like if you look high off of powdered donuts, I'm not posting it because people be thinking stuff and they be assuming, like, no, I would have never posted it." Speaking of Young Ma, you guys, if you guys don't know, she does have a girlfriend, okay? And in relation to Blue Girl, to Blueface, if you guys don't know. Her name is Self-Made. I've worked with her. This is her right here. So hopefully she's helping her with her health. Just to give you guys some little tea real quick, because a lot of people do not know this. Hold on, you guys. I'll show you guys a picture of her. All right. This is her right here. Hold on. Stop. Wait a minute. All right. So this is her right here. Her name's Self-Made. And she was on the Blue Girls Club season 2. Okay. So she and Young Ma also have like this show together. I don't know if they premiered the show, but last time I seen from her page, that was the photo shoot I did with her when she was in Miami. Last time I was on her page and stuff like that, she was promoting like the show, but I don't know if she ever launched it. But yeah, so this is the girlfriend right here to Young Ma. Okay, if y'all remember, for my Blue Girls Club watchers, y'all remember. All right. So next thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, is the whole Roach thing. So people are saying that he wanted to quit because of the whole Zendaya not sitting next to him. I kind of assume that too. Just with the whole video that we saw leak where she kind of where he came and was just like, where my seat at? And then she's like, right there. Sit right there. I was like, that's so embarrassing. Ooh, that would have made me feel so bad. Like, that would have made me feel so bad if I was Zendaya. That's the thing. Because it's like, out of respect, I would have been like, hey, do you mind him sitting here? Just the fact that he dressed me, okay? Out of like common courtesy. But she didn't even try to like ask. She was just like, oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like, I would have just like at least attempt that you care a little bit. Okay, so he posted on Instagram said, my cup is empty. Thank you to everyone who supported me in my career over the years. Every person that trusted me with their image. I'm so grateful for you all. If this business was just about the clothes, I would do it for the rest of my life. But unfortunately, it's not. The politics, the lies, false narratives finally got me. You win, and I'm out. Okay. He did tweet though recently and said that, oh, if you guys think that I'm going to stop my I guess business relationship with Z, I'm not. So Z, of course, is Zendaya. So I guess he's still going to be dressing her. I guess he's not taking new clientele. That's what it's giving. It's giving he's not taking new clientele, and he's just sticking to the people that he's working with. That's what it's giving. Because the fact that you're still going to be styling her, I'm doubting that's going to be the only person your store going to be styling. So yeah. It said, LOL, she couldn't look at who was next to her. That's why Law said politics. I think there's something deeper to it. I think it's something deeper to it too, especially the fact that he said he's still going to keep working with Zendaya. I think it had a little bit to do with it, but I don't think that was like everything. I think that was like the little, that was the cherry on top of the sundae. That kind of like it tipped him over. Okay. Let's get into Juan. Okay. Is Juan Dixon coming? I'm so glad Juan Dixon not here right now. Juan, they're talking about me. Karen said that you cheating on me. Like, what are you doing? That's not fair. I mean, Juan told me that he was at the hotel with her, but they never really did anything. He just paid for her hotel and then he just left. Only a silly person thinks that something like that can happen. You think he didn't get no Big W cakes, girl? Them Big W cakes was bouncing on his lap when he came to that hotel. He boop, 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 boop. Girl. So it's been reported that he's been let go from the school that he was a head coach at. There were, of course, reports that came out months earlier saying that his assistant coach was basically blackmailing and dealing with one of the students. One of the students, this is all alleged, of course, because it's still in litigation in court. One of the students went to him and said, hey, this guy is doing this to me. And he never went and reported it because I guess him and the assistant coach are cool like that. If this is true, I'm glad that this happened because situations like this need to be called out, because for you to not do anything about it, if it is true, of course, for you to not do anything about it, that means that like you low-key agree with what was going on. You didn't want to fix it, okay? Because if he's that traumatized that somebody's messing with him and doing all these things to him, and you're not going to at least even check the assistant and be like, hey, what are you doing? Like, I'm going to have to report this because legally I have to. Like, come on, you can't be, messing with these boys. but apparently he said nothing. So what does this mean for Robin, right? Because a lot of people, they want Robin gone. They want Robin gone. They're like, Robin needs to get fired. She needs to get fired. She needs to get fired. Da, 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 da. I'm okay. Not gonna lie, before he got fired, I wanted her to be fired. But I have a heart. And I know this was like her big, like this is one of her big checks, right? And if she loses it, they're screwed. I'm glad though. She's not even smart though, because guess what? She got married to the man and didn't make him sign a financial a prenup, a clause, a financial clause in the prenup, which means if something were to go down and they were to, separate, he could, clench onto her money. That's not smart. So this is what I think. They should demote her, make her a friend, but still make her film like a full-time housewife just because of what she did last season. Because this is why you don't like try to be slick when it comes to reality TV and the producers and, thinking that you're like above the game and that you're smarter than them and that you could finesse them because of situations like this. Because now he doesn't have a source of income directly, right? He probably has others, but like that was probably a big source of his income. And then you basically went on your podcast, said something that you didn't tell the show, but you told us, and then you made us pay for it. I didn't pay though, because I'm not spending that money. But I heard it through other YouTubers, right? And then you didn't let the show know that you're filming a reality show, and you didn't let us know something that's going on in your life. And then you expect us to just be like, okay with it. And then you just come back next season getting the same pay or more. No, you deserve some sort of punishment for this. I do not care. I'm a big Kenya Moore stan. And I remember when Kenya got married and they, I think, they had demoted her and tried to give her a friend contract. She said no, and she walked away from the show. And that was when she got like pregnant and everything like that, right? So if they don't give her the same treatment, that to me shows some kind of privilege. And Giselle, Devil Giselle is working harder than usual and is, telling somebody at the Bravo headquarters to keep her there full time, because it's not fair for that to happen. If you guys are going to do it to one housewife, you gotta do it to another. I don't care. All right. So I think they need to demote her just off of the strength of she do need the coin. Okay. She really does need the coin right now, because that's bad. That's really, really bad. That's really, really bad. Okay. And I wonder what Giselle thinks about this. And another thing too that needs to be done, if she is going to come back, she and him need to film together 90% of the time. I'm talking about 90% of the time. And also they need to put a clause in his contract that he's required to come to the reunion. Every time they have a reunion, he's never been there. And this is her excuse. Juan's, he's working, like, Juan's working right now, has a game, and like his schedule's like really busy. So guess what? Now he doesn't have, work to keep him held up to not attend these reunions. So guess what? I would put in that contract, you have to come to the reunion or else no. How about that? And you're not going to get paid for the reunion until he shows up. So you could show up, but guess what? You're not getting paid until he shows up. That's the thing. Bravo's too nice to some of these households. And I'm telling you, like, had I been like an executive somewhere there, baby, I'd be laying the law down because they get away with murder. I swear to you. Like, Mona would never. That's the thing. One thing I respect about Mona, she gets down to the business, okay? She gets down to the nitty-gritty. Look at SW and Escape's reality show. Look how much content that we're getting from that show. Look how much we're being revealed. Okay, look how much we're going into these women's lives, we're getting exposed to. Guess who's the producer? Mona. Mona gets down to the business. Let Mona be an exec on that show. It would have been a wrap for half of these girls because she would have been on their butt and said, hey, what's going on? Oh, you're not telling us this? You're not telling us that? Okay, you're going to be a friend. I'm just saying, okay? Someone said they definitely should lower her pay because that messes up their franchise too. Exactly. Because if you guys just let her come back the next season full time with no consequence, it's going to show other housewives, oh, I could do that too. My husband could be cheating on me and I'm not going to let it be known. And I know, and I'm not gonna let it be known because I don't want to be embarrassed. And the thing is, for those of you guys that don't watch the show, the reason why I'm saying this is not only did she do that, right? She made it a point to expose other people on the show that same season for their husbands cheating, or for her, she made it a point, basically another cast member, that that cast member was cheating on her husband. Like, she made it like a point that season, like that cast member is cheating on her husband. She's doing this, she's doing that. Mind you, the whole time she knew that her husband had cheated on her, but she didn't bring it up. But she kept trying to expose this other cast member. That's where Robin lost me. Had Robin not did all that to Karen and all that stuff, I wouldn't care that much. But you doing that, that shows you a hypocrite and you sneaky. So you need to get punished for that. That's just what I think. Okay, I'm gonna start taking callers. Okay, the first person I'm at is John Doe. What is going on, John Doe?
Hey, how's it going? I wanted to
What's
talk
up?
about the Chrisean thing. I agree 110%.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, for multiple reasons. Let me just say this: people don't understand how hard parenting is. What I want to say,
Right.
like, people always say pregnancy changes. It doesn't, because it doesn't change. It doesn't change how you react to your emotions. When you have a kid, and kids, you need to have a lot of patience with kids. If you are impatient enough, imagine having a kid constantly bother you. That becomes a scapegoat for your anger. You take your anger out a lot. All people take your anger out on their kids. So if you're not patient enough to deal with that, just imagine what she would do. Plus, she already has a history of abuse. She already knows what to do. When her parents got mad at her, what they do? They probably beat her. So what is she gonna do when she gets upset? She's probably gonna beat her kid. And it's just gonna cause a cycle of just a cycle of just abuse. And no one wants this. And she's not mature enough for a kid. So I really do think she should abort the baby. Honestly, I really do think she's not ready for one. And I don't think she should have and give it to her family members. Even worse, in my opinion, her family is the reason why the way she is. So why would you want to give it the same upbringing? No one deserves that upbringing. I really do think it's best for everyone in this situation just to get rid of it. Honestly.
What do you think of Blueface, the way that he's acting on social media? Do you think it's warranted, or you think it's a little hypocritical?
Listen, Blueface is just, he is who he is. Of course, it's immature. He's just being immature, and that's just how he is. It's like, we all knew this about him. He's not a good father. I remember when that one video of Jada and Alexis coming out, and she was like bending on the window, and his kid is there. That's probably traumatizing to that little boy. He thinks it's funny. He thinks it's a joke, but he probably either gonna remember that forever, or he's gonna try to forget about it for the rest of his life. Try to block out his memory. Blueface, he just, he is who he is. This whole situation is just, these people aren't mature enough to have kids. It's just how it is. And a lot of people aren't generally. And these people are the perfect example of what people shouldn't have kids for. Like, he just, I have no words to say for him. He's just doing what he does because he's Blueface. I just know who he is. And, Chrisean, so it just makes me cringe because I understand my mistakes my parents have made and have shaped me. I can only imagine what this kid's gonna go through having these people on him.
Listen, and when she was crying, I was just thinking like my childhood and stuff I went through. So I'm like, oh, I do not want that baby. Like, you feel me? Like,
exactly.
Like it's no.
I'm telling you, we all been like, my parents aren't even that bad, but like they affected me in ways that I'm still trying to get over.
Exactly. People don't realize how like your childhood affects how you are as an adult. And I didn't realize this till I started getting older. I'm like, whoa, because of this happened to me. That's why I had to do this. That's why I act like this. That's why I'm like, okay, like it all starts to click.
Yeah, your parents are the best propagandists you'll ever meet in your life. People don't really understand. Like a lot of things you think you don't like this. It probably stands for someone from your childhood. It's somewhere in there. Like example, I used to hate money. Why? Because my parents were so obsessed with money. They used to focus on money so much. That's why I have a relationship with money. That's just one example. There's other things about it. So just imagine what this kid's gonna go through. Just imagine things he's gonna see. I don't think it's just, I don't know. Like I pray for that kid. I hope he just has like, or her, whatever it is. I just hope it just doesn't turn out. I hope she does the right thing. I think she's starting a relationship. That when she said that I should have an abortion, that's right there. Like if you're even questioning it, you should just go ahead and just do it.
That's what, yeah.
It's not a good look. It really isn't. And yeah, that's pretty much what I had to say about that. Honestly, I'm telling you. Let me get another example. Like Jocelyn Hernandez. Like whenever she had that little special, she was like, "Oh my God, I'm a changed woman now." What happens? We see how she acts on Justin's Cabaret when she gets mad. She ever cuts people. I don't know how she with her kid, but I can only imagine what she's like because your kid is defenseless to you. You can do whatever you want to your kid. Your kid has no way of defending themselves.
Let me tell you the difference between Jocelyn and her. When Jocelyn got pregnant, she said, "No, I'm keeping that baby." Jocelyn was adamant on being a good mom from the moment she found out that she was pregnant. She already had that abortion at one time where she had on that little shake and go wig. But the moment she got pregnant the second time by Stevie J, she was like, "I'm keeping it. I do not care." I remember the producer had came in, and then that's when Stevie was like, "Oh, whose baby is it?" He was doing the same thing Blueface is basically doing, was like, "Oh, whose baby is this?" Trying to troll her, knowing damn well that like Jocelyn wasn't sleeping with nobody besides him at that point. But she was adamant on on having that baby and being a mom. But Chrisean to me is questioning it.
What I'm trying to get at is like, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't know if she is a mother, but what I'm saying is she did not change as a person just by having a kid. You know, people use an example. She's still the same Justin Hernandez when she gets upset and mad, whatever. Like, I don't know if she's like with her kid, but you know, when it comes down from who she was before, who she is after, she was basically the same person, had the same big ego. So I can't even imagine her being a good mother emotionally to her kid. I just can't see that. You know, I don't know, but again, I don't know Justin Hernandez. She could be, but I doubt it because just what you see how she acts other way around. And the same thing with Chrisean, like, you think Chrisean's really gonna emotionally grow from a baby? There's no way. Like, I don't see it. I do believe she loves Bonnie. She does love her baby.
I think so.
You can love your kid and still neglect them emotionally. That's just how people do that a lot. So you have to be emotionally mature to handle a kid. And a lot of people just aren't. You know, I'm not saying she doesn't love her kid. I'm saying like I don't see Bonnie. Like, I just can't see her being like understanding with a kid. Like, you know, being like, oh my God, my kid, like I understand my kid's gonna make mistakes. I just don't see that happening with her as a parent. Like it's a lot more to parenting than just being there financially, which I think a lot of people mess up at. And I guess the last thing I want to talk about is the whole sexuality thing. Listen, sexuality is very complex. Like I hate people like a lot of people aren't 100% anything. So like I guess people just, but it's so taboo because you know of whole religion and everything like that. But I'm telling you, a lot of people, it's complex. And like you can be, it also is different for everyone too. Like you can mostly like women, but you might want to die with a man like once a year or something. It just really just depends who you are. I'm just kind of sick of all this, like, you know, you have to be one thing or another. It's just kind of dumb to me. Like, you know, it is.
You feel like definitions shouldn't exist.
No, not that, because you can be like, oh, I like if this is how I feel about it. If you want to end up with a woman, then I guess you can use that title. Like, you know what I mean? If you mostly be with women, you can use that title. But if you want to try it out, I think people should be allowed to experiment. That's like, you should be allowed to be curious and try it out. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's how you're supposed to find out. It shouldn't have to be, oh, if you do it, like, I hate that. Because you know how women, they can experiment and they can go back to being straight like it's nothing. But when men do it, or you're gay, like it's nothing.
Can of worms. Oh, you're right.
To me, like, you should be allowed to try what you want to try. Like, it's your life, you know. And who cares what everybody got to say? Like, who cares? It's your life. If you want to go out there and experiment, go do. You gotta tell nobody anyways. Just make sure you do it with people that you know will keep the secret with you. If you're scared about it, because you gotta be careful who you're with. Because some people, they will like expose you. You just gotta be careful what you do it with. Whatever comes your door, that's your business. It shouldn't matter what anybody says. You know, do what you gotta do. But that's all I had to say for this week, pretty much. Thank you so much. All right, have a good one.
Oh, you too. All right, via.
Hey, I thought you were gonna add the other girl first. My bad.
No, you're good. I'm going in the order y'all joined. So if you guys see, I'm literally going next to next. I'm going next to next.
So I missed like the first 20 minutes because my sneaky link was over. So I apologize. I'm not sure.
That's why all my entertainers were honest. I love it.
Popped in.
Was it good?
Sure. It was worth it.
It
was worth it. Okay. I climb mountains in my free time. Okay.
Yes.
To piggyback off of what the last caller was speaking about, who's that guy? Was that Diplo? Was that Skrillex? Who's that man?
Yeah, Diplo, not Skrillex.
Okay. Diplo. You know, all the DJs look the same to me. This is my own personal belief. I think that the circumstances of how he's going about receiving the goatage, right, from the same-sex party is what I guess would help clear the lines in these circumstances. Because like he said, women are allowed to experiment with girls, make out with girls in clubs, do all kinds of things, and then still be like, no, I'm strictly D, and stand on that. But the minute a man even like thinks about it, it's like, No, you're on the other side. You're who? No, like let them experiment. Let them have these moments, because if they like it, that's okay. And we cannot forget that like bisexuality exists. So I
Right.
feel like if he's seeking out men to do this, then you are absolutely bi. It's not like you're in the club after your concert and you're rolling off of whatever powdered donuts, and then someone just offers it and you're like, oh, he's got a nice mouth. Let me, I can go for a little.
Not a nice mouth.
I can go for a little, sucky, whatever. That's one thing. But if you're like seeking them out, then I think it's like, okay, like
you're feeding.
Exactly. Like there's a woman right next to you, and you're like, I really want a boy. You may not be gay and you may not be straight. You can very well be somewhere in the middle. And maybe he's just not comfortable with like admitting that to himself or anyone else yet. But it's like such a weird thing to even like bring up if you're not okay with it. Like you could have just kept it to yourself. But
that was kind of he brought that up like low key. I don't know. I was just kind of like,
there's a tour.
Beyonce was probably looking at it because he works a lot with Beyonce. Beyonce was probably looking like, oh, that way,
right? Like,
I didn't know.
So I was raised in the church, right? I get that. In regards to Chrisean, I'm gonna be honest. As days go on, I question more and more if she's actually pregnant. I know that some people are like, oh, well, she's bringing up having, going to the chop shop. I feel like that's not a hall pass, but that's like the scapegoat. Because if she came out and said, I miscarried, everyone will be like, no, you're just, you're making that up. You were never, because that's common, unfortunately. But I feel like if she makes it seem like, you know what, I'm done with him. I'm just gonna, fetus deletus. Everyone will be too busy applauding her decision to even think, oh, wait, what if she was never pregnant to begin with? I won't believe she's pregnant until she's on live getting a sonogram and I hear a heartbeat. Because she's the type of person, you're not even supposed to have phones in there, but she would be the one to absolutely be on live at an OBGYN getting a sonogram, and we're seeing a little baby kicking. Does she need to have that baby? Absolutely not. Dysfunction breeds dysfunction. And there's dysfunction.
So that whole video with her walking through the hospital, turning around, be like, follow me. Don't follow me. You think that's all was a setup?
I think so, because remember, that was during Blue's birthday weekend when he was out of state. Yes. So I feel like it was a spike move to be like, oh, you think you're lit because you're out with other girls? Boom. You know how, do you remember in Love and Hip Hop when Amina was like, I'm his wife, and smacked the idea?
And they never think about that.
You had to be there.
Right. The girls don't know Love and Hip Hop.
I feel like that was her moment. That was her Amina moment to be like, okay, what can I really like shake the room with? Because the fighting isn't enough. We know that y'all fight all the time. So it's like, and you've already said multiple times that if you do get pregnant, you'll keep it. And I feel like now she's kind of in a place where it's like, okay, people are like really expecting to see a bump, just like Damala been saying, where's the bump? Okay, we want to see the body. That's what we want to see. Who did the body? I feel like we're at a funeral.
Say though, we haven't seen a video of her downing any drinks.
That just means that she's in her close friends with the people she with.
I don't know. I feel like somebody in close friends would have leaked it by now. That's just what I think. Because I don't think she's around the most trustworthy type of people.
I don't know, especially because Blue said that, she didn't even tell him first, which again, she was being spiteful. I get that. But I don't know. Like some of the things she says makes it sound like, okay, maybe she actually is. But
I think she is.
I think she's about as pregnant as Spice is in that press tour picture she she's as pregnant as Lil Nas X.
Listen, Spice looked great in that shoe, by the way.
She did.
I love that.
She did. But I don't know if she's actually pregnant either. So I'm like,
that. Wait, listen. You're kind. Wait a minute. I didn't think about that. Because remember when she had went like overseas or something like that, and like
Yes.
she had like a medical emergency. That wasn't too long ago. That was like a few months ago. So the fact that she is
Exactly.
showing that is a little sus.
I'm
And y'all know
telling you.
Spice, you know, she's known for being low-key a stunt queen. So maybe
Exactly.
you think she's trying to compete with Chrisean Rock?
I'm telling listen.
Oh my God.
I don't believe it. I won't believe it until there's a baby in front of me. Okay. You know how many times Nicki been saying all these girls is her sons for years. Okay. It does not surprise me that the new rap girlies and boys are like, you know, I'm pregnant and the baby is, you know, my new project, my new album, my new mixtape, my new EP.
Right.
Chrisean, the baby just don't need to be born into that situation, especially because she's only about to turn 23. She's still young.
Right.
And it's not an excuse, but it does contribute to the stupidity in a sense, because
to me, it's not even about the age, it's her mental state. I don't think
exactly
mentally. It has nothing to do with her. It's the mental. Like, no.
And the problem is that she's surrounded on her side of the family with enablers. After I heard them telling Blue, Shawnee don't do nothing wrong, even if she wrong, she ain't wrong. No one has ever told that girl she's wrong in her life. And I get it, because she's the moneymaker, she's the breadwinner. They're not gonna, you know, cut off the hand that feeds them. But if you really loved her, you have to hold people accountable to grow. That's the one thing that you need to do in therapy. It doesn't matter how much money you pay to see a professional. If you are not holding yourself accountable, you will never make progress. And she does not believe in doing that. Blue is an itch with a B. I know he don't like the letter B, but it's a big B.
Oh, yes.
Lord protect me from any man who wants to beef with me on social media. I swear to God, I cannot.
I told y'all he was a phenomenal crip.
I'm telling you,
he's quick
is
with the
Dubai
lead.
not fun?
He went
Like,
to the
what is
favorite parts to
happening?
read.
Exactly. Like, it's just a walking ick. Like, he's like herpes. Like, and it's like, you know what? He gets by because he uses that real, you know, N-word persona. So the other idiots just like him are like, yeah, he's a real one. Like, no, he's damaged too. And unfortunately for us, he's surrounded by other yes men who big that up. It's getting you clicks, it's getting you views. Like, do away with them both.
I feel like he's losing a lot of female supporters. And that's not good.
Especially because of his Twitter rants. Like, it's today he's talking about any woman who puts his hands on me or their hands on me is gonna get their butt beat. Like, what about your BM? Okay. In regards to Young M.A., prayers for her.
Yeah.
I feel like the barber could have just took a video of the tape up only and be like, look at that line, crispy. Video done.
Right.
Tag Young
M.A. And be like,
exactly. Hooked my son up.
You know what he was doing.
That's it. Because when she looked up, I'm not even gonna say what I was thinking, but
no, it didn't look like the moment I seen it. And like the first blog posted it, I said, "Oh my God, like this is gonna go viral!" And like
immediately,
10 seconds later, blog after blog, blog just kept posting. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I saw it on TikTok and I was like, "Wait, is this a filter?" Like, you've got to be kidding me. And it's sad because, you know, she like the blogs have been reporting. She came out saying that, you know, alcohol has been one of her methods of coping with whatever, you know, mental issues she has going on. It's just sad because people all the time underestimate how much time we have, and we underestimate the way our bodies actually work sometimes, and how quickly that one drink a day could turn into a drink in the morning and a drink in the evening and then a drink for lunch. And, you know, it's like the people who need to smoke to eat. It's like, are you okay? You shouldn't
there's
have
a lot
to
of people that do that.
Exactly. Like, what do you mean you need to? But I'm happy to hear that she's getting the help she needs. I hope that help is helping, because I saw my own brother deal with kidney failure. And, you know, the yellow eyes is liver. So it's like, it's hard to witness the degression of someone who's dealing with that, even when they're looking good. But to see someone like be like so lively and so bright, you just see them start to fade. And I think that's what the barber did not take into consideration, is that it's not like she's someone who constantly posts. So we see her all the time and we're like, oh, you know, hey girl, you looking good, you know, stay strong. Like, this came out of left field, and everyone's like, whoa, the eyes, the skin, just scrap the whole video, scrub it, get Beyonce on the phone, have her team scrub the internet. But at this point, it's like too late. And I know they released a statement, but what can we do? In regards to Juan under the jail, 100 years to life.
You think that, like, that whole story is true? Because I feel like the kid went to him and then he like kind of brushed off, which is like, you don't brush something off like that.
You know how much of an idiot you have to be to at least not cover your own butt?
Right.
Even if the head coach was your man since pots and pans, you still have to be like, look, because he came to me, I am responsible for reporting it. Even if during that whole situation, you back up that coach because that's your man and you don't think he did it and you do that silently, you're still scum, but at least protect yourself. But for a kid, a college-age kid who's already anybody really, to come to you and say this is happening and you literally do nothing. Like, I click through all of, like, you know, the SA trainings at my job in New York that we have to take every year. I just next because I know the rules.
Right.
But they say this.
Like, it's shocking to me that like that came out about him, because I'm just like, you would think that like you would know something like that, and then him having two boys that are like around that, not around that age, but
exactly
like young
that
boys, you would know that like, hey,
exactly that.
Tell.
It's like the age-old thing where with men sometimes where they're like, they don't really care about the dangers a woman experiences until they have a daughter. And then it's, oh, I need to protect her from the world. You don't have this instinct. Someone came to you about something serious, not, yo, coach, he benched me because, you know, I didn't tie my shoes the way he wanted to. Like that,
no, coach, he benched me because allegedly I didn't send him this, and this. And then you're gonna be like, what?
Like, that's crazy.
That would have made me turn around so quick. I said, you said what now?
Show me the proof.
Right. Like,
I will take you to the deed myself. Are you kidding me? Like that, that's ridiculous. In regards to is it law? I've watched the video with him and Z at the fashion show. And I'm not a fashion girl. I've never been to a fashion show, so I don't know how that works. But I do imagine that they assign those seats in advance. And I also do imagine that if Zendaya had turned to her left to that white woman and asked her to get up out of her seat.
Emma or the other white woman?
Either one.
I don't think Emma would have budged.
Emma would have been in the news the next day calling Zendaya a black bully.
She bullied me out the chair.
Exactly. How dare you? Do you know who I am? I was in Easy A.
Right. I'm a legacy. No,
your people's marched for this. I have to get up. Come on.
It would have turned into a big scene.
Absolutely.
As she did that, but I feel like she should at least try to attempt to do so. Is it like the moment he came, like?
I think that she should have approached the designer, whoever was hosting that event. That would have been the way to remediate that situation in regards to seats. Did it look a little shady? Yeah, but we don't know what she said. She could have just like, oh, your name says right behind here. And I assume that they have a close enough relationship where he's been styling her for so long. He doesn't pull any punches. I'm sure whatever beef he had with her in regards to that situation, if there were any, he would have said that to her. He doesn't have to tell us that. What I do want him to do.
He says he is still working with her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now that Skinny Meg has returned, he needs to just take her too, because make Meg a fashion girly. She looks good.
Yeah,
she looks
really
good. Meg ate down on the carpet. The hair, the body, the skin. Like, that's how you make a comeback.
Exactly. She did exactly what I wanted her to do. Any final thoughts on these topics?
That's it. That's all I got. I don't know what Tommie did. I don't care what Tommie did. She's annoying. She's old. Boo, grandma. It's the Stunning Show. That's it.
Nice. Thank you so much. All right, that's what's up as Cocoa Butter. Cocoa Butter. Oh, she got the baby cake.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yes, I've been waiting a little bit too long to be up here.
What do you think of these topics?
Huh?
What do you think of these topics?
So I'm a little bit late, just like Bia said, but I do want to touch the Chrisean and Blueface topic because they've been getting on my nerves since we've discovered them. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Um, so with the whole pregnancy thing and with him like exploiting her, one thing I do want to mention, like, why is he in Dubai? What do you think Natalie Nunn got him doing up there, girl?
Apparently, he was performing, but I'm just like, who's out here like, ooh, we need to book Blueface, like.
I'm like, let me find out Natalie Nunn got him doing what them other girls be doing. Hold on.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay, let's do
But
that.
Asian Doll did get booked out there, so hey, it's
Yeah,
not
I
far
mean,
fetched.
I was like, okay, yeah, he's a little bit lit. But as far as Chrisean Rock goes, I do believe that she's pregnant. I do feel like this time around she doesn't want to get rid of the baby because like she said, like, you know, I've had so many abortions, like I don't want to keep getting abortions. And then, you know, I feel like a lot of people feel like she's lying because of how she exposed that she was pregnant. And yes, it was petty, but I feel like in a sense she might have been scared to like kind of tell Blueface that she was, because honestly he would have just been like, B word, get rid of it right now. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it was kind of like, I'm gonna tell him now that I'm pregnant. But as far as like everything goes, like even until now, I feel like she just needs to, I feel like, take accommodation for the stuff that she has done in the relationship herself, because she's gotten so many tattoos of him to the point where it's like, okay, this man is doing all of this to you, but you're doing all of these things to make him, I guess, like appreciate you or make him feel like you really want him or you're really for him, when really it's making you look stupid because that's what he's making you out to look. So at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter what he's saying on the internet. The point is you need to just leave him and take accommodation. Like, I feel like she made that relationship get sour as well through all of the stuff that she made. Because look, a girl gets 7 tattoos of me, like, I'm gonna be like, damn, I can't even believe her at this point. This girl is crazy. Like, what am I supposed to do? So it's like I kind of feel Blueface and Chrisean. No, I don't feel like she should get an abortion because she's already been through that, and that's so messed up. Like, you know, you don't know what mentally she may feel about that. And
But
now I want to.
do you think she's ready to be a mom?
Yeah, I feel like she's not gonna be a bad parent, but I do feel like she's gonna go through her ups and downs just like anybody else that's a new mother. Like, nobody ever says that being a parent is easy, but you gotta learn as you go. Like, it does not come with a book. You kind of just gotta figure it out. But is she gonna be the best mom? I don't think so, but I do feel like there's a lot of room for growth, and there's also room for errors and improvement. So at the end of the day, if she doesn't make her mistakes, how is she going to learn from it, you know?
Okay. I can see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. It's just I'm just scared for her mental health because I can't imagine her dealing with the stress of the baby and then Blueface stressing her out. Because you would think he would learn to like relax because she is pregnant and like don't irritate her, but he's still going at her as if she like murdered somebody.
Well, as of right now, this is what I'm thinking. And I already done commented it on a few blogs when it came down to, you know, these past 2 days, they've been going back and forth. I feel like since, okay, this HOE ain't getting an abortion, it's time for this HOE, like he said, plan C. It's time for her to miscarry. I'm gonna stress her out to the point where she's gonna miscarry that child. Because how are you exploiting her on the internet, knowing for goodness well that this woman is pregnant? You know she is pregnant, and you're sitting here stressing her out because you know she's gonna respond to everything you say. And it's like, what do you want her to do? Do you want her to be a real mother, like how you say you want a woman? Or do you want her to keep going back and forth with you and be immature and be on your level? Because at this point, he's going to dig her into a hole, and it's not going to be no more Blueface and Blueface baby. That baby going to be...
that. I don't know if it was you, but I've seen that on some blogs, and I think somebody DM'd me. They said Chrisean should be scared of her safety because of how Blue's acting. Like, they don't know if something might happen to where she no longer has a baby. If you get what I'm saying.
Exactly, because it's just like, what else is it gonna lead to? You're gonna stress her out so much to the point where next thing you know, and then we have no choice. Nobody can say she's lying, because if she does come out, God forbid, you know, and says, "Oh, I had a miscarriage," nobody's gonna think she's lying. Look at all of the stuff that's going on. She's still fighting. She was still fighting when we first found out she was pregnant, and now they're going back and forth. It's just like a lot. So it's like, I'm praying for her, honestly, because she doesn't deserve, I mean, I feel like she deserves a reality check sometimes about herself, but in this way, no. Because like exploiting her and all of this other stuff while she's going through all of this, and obviously you can see she's trying to better herself, it's not gonna make the situation any better. You're just gonna drag this girl into a hole. She already saying she don't care about court. Like, come on, now you finna have this baby in jail, girl. No, that's not what we finna do. No, no, no.
What do you think about this whole Diplo thing? Do you think a man, you know, could get the slob on the knob, you know, by, you know, the same gender, and then, you know, still be, you know, straight?
I mean,
be honest. I don't care.
That's a gag right
don't be
there.
scared. Be honest.
I mean, I'm gonna say this: when it comes down to my man, oh, it's baby. I'm gonna call you out. But one thing I'm gonna say, I wouldn't say necessarily call yourself still straight. I feel like that's too much for you to say, "Oh, I'm straight." Like, you a little bit. You curious, baby, because you know what I mean? You can't say you're straight and then look at a man and be like, "Ooh, your mouth look nice enough to be on my knob." Like, no, you gotta find that man attractive, meaning that you find your sex gender attractive. So at the end of the day, if it's not my man, like, go for it. Like, you want to get you a little bit of play. If it's the right time, let's do it, baby. Like, but I do understand how it's so sad that these famous people, they can't even be human, because guess what? You know how many people be outside in the park doing the dirty and doing all this crazy type of stuff? Even young people, even me, I done did some crazy stuff. Listen, y'all can't be out here judging these people just because they famous. They still human beings at the end of the day. Even with the whole Chrisean Rock, y'all want to comment on this girl life? It's a few of y'all living on Section 8.
Exactly.
Stuff like that. Can't even take care of y'all child. And y'all worried about this girl, if she could take care of her child or not. Y'all need to worry about y'all bills and get y'all taxes, okay? Because what I'm saying is, a lot of these famous people be going through similar stuff that regular people go through. And since it's all on the blogs, people want to down them. And it's like, come on now. You know you didn't. Come on, baby. Don't do that. Let Diplo get low.
Right? Let Diplo let somebody go downtown.
Let it go down. Let him make it. You know what? That might inspire him to make another hit song, baby. He was looking for inspiration. That's all I'm saying. That's what I think.
Any final thoughts on these topics?
I do want to talk about the Tommie Lee and Stunner situation, because now this is another tiring subject, and I do feel like every dying episode is always about this girl, and it's like, even with Kat, I seen how excited you was. You was like, "Kat is my girl. Kat is the
she's an OG. She's an OG.
And it was cute. It was cute. You know, the whole Drake thing, it was cute. But what I'm saying is, I remember the last person from a few days ago, they were saying she's really flip-floppy. I feel like she's trying to keep it classy, but at the end of the day, if you're trying to keep it classy, girl, you might as well just sit in that seat and not talk to nobody. You might as well just not be friends with nobody and just be to yourself, because at this point you stuck in a loop. And
so you feel like she playing both sides of the fence.
Now people looking at you like you scary, and you trying to hide behind this person, and you doing this, and it's not giving. It's giving your only camera time is Stunner, and you being a counselor or a therapist. Like, what's going on? Is this school? It's like Stunner girl gets in trouble. She gets sent to detention. She got to talk to Miss Kat. What's going on?
She is giving HR.
Girl, yes. So Stunner girl and Tommie, I feel like even with Stunner girl, she's not really giving like that. The wigs is tired. The hair, even her, like, it's tiring. Her voice is tiring. I was loving her the first episode, but even with that, I'm like, if you really gonna say, oh, I got billboards and my name ring bells. It's like, okay, Tommie Lee threw that drink at you, but like the thing is, it's baddies. So if you a real baddie, like, why would you step in the scene and want to fight this person, that person? Because right now you just looking real catty, real like standoffish, and real like, like I don't want every episode to be about Stunner Girl, because even with her, she's getting boring. It's like, girl, you're getting really boring. Like the storyline is getting boring. Like we done seen you fight every girl in the house. It's getting boring. Like when are y'all really gonna get to a bag? Natalie Nunn thought she was doing something with them 20 racks. When is y'all really gonna get to a bag? Like, girl, 20
Like
racks.
Tommy said, a Twinkie.
Girl, 20 racks. And then the gag was Tommie Lee, she grabbed a part of the money, like half of it belonged to her. That's really the only episode I'm intrigued to see, because I really want to see what they're gonna do with this money and how dirty they finna do these girls. And honestly, I feel like Chrisean Rock is probably the only person that do not deserve a piece of that money.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. And I said that on my recap. I don't think she should get it. Nope.
She should not. Tommie Lee, Natalie Nunn, or Chrisean Rock, I feel like neither of them deserve it. I feel like let them girls have that money. They already got to wait on their check till the show is over. Y'all might as well just let them get that little piece of change.
According to Rolly,
exactly.
If you've been paying attention to the blogs and stuff like that, Rolly has said that like not all of the girls were getting the same bag. Okay, some bags were green, some bags were red, some bags.
But hold on, because Rolly Poly talking about sweating. I'm like, girl, you might have been the only girl up in there that felt like you was doing a lot, because I know you probably feel like you moving slow motion. Rolly Poly, I'm gonna give you a little. Hold on, I'm gonna pause on you. But Rolly, come on now, girl. Your song, nobody really. I feel like, hypothetically speaking, if it wasn't a show, Chrisean would have got the bag besides all of them. But I feel like since it is a show, to be fair, yes, the girls that are casted should get the bag. Chrisean got the bag, Natalie Nunn got the bag, and Tommie Lee clearly got the bag. Okay. Yeah. So period. And I feel like period, Stunner can't play with Tommie, because when we talking about stats, when we talking about bank accounts, I feel like it's not up for debate, baby.
So you think Tommie's taking the W when it comes to the bank?
Cute girl. She needs to sit down on the couch and mind her fucking business. Stop all this fighting, because she look a hot fucking mess. For real.
Okay. Any final thoughts?
Oh, my bad. I did not mean to curse.
No. With the cursing, let me tell you something. YouTube has gotten I'm not saying this as a green light for y'all to curse now, but they lighten up a little bit on the restriction. Like they changed up the restriction. It's just most of the beginning of the video. Y'all can't be like
yes.
But it can't be repetitive. If we slip in a B, okay, but like F words, M words,
we can't act like we out the hood.
S words, a B here and there, cool. That's for y'all. Yeah.
But final thoughts, girl. Chrisean, if you're hearing this, run. Take somebody else's car, drive it to DC, drive it to Dubai, drive somewhere, girl. Take somebody's car, drive it somewhere far away from Blueface. But for real, on a serious note, she really needs to find peace. She really needs to find healing, and she needs to stay the heck up off of Instagram, because we wanna keep seeing about her life, but the thing is, we don't want to see her in this light. We want to see her in a different light. Yeah. So that's my different thought. I mean, my last thought. I just hope that hopefully we can see Chrisean Rock in a different light. I feel like that would be awesome. And I'm praying for her. And Pierre, I love you. I'm tuning in every day, baby.
You're entertainer for life.
Period. Well, all right. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Okay, boo. Bye-bye.
And this was that is Jay. What is going on, Jay?
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I just want to talk about Blueface and Chrisean real quick, because so about Blueface, like he's like, you know how he is. Like he's weird or whatever, but I don't really feel bad for Chrisean, because like everybody said, she knows what she was getting herself into. So I don't really feel bad about the rant. I actually want him to keep doing this so she can like come to some type of realization, like, I don't know, come to some type of conclusion. So maybe this will help her, but I mean, I was a little sad when I was seeing her cry or whatever, but like, I
That
don't
was
feel
really
that
sad.
bad. Yeah.
Like, no, I started to get low key, like, I didn't cry, but like I low key started, I was near it because I'm
I
like,
was
wow,
feeling
like
a
this
little,
is so sad. Because
yeah,
she
like,
really did break down. There was
yeah.
another video that the blogs didn't pick up because she deleted it so quick. Like to the
And
point
I
where she
think
was
I know what you're
crying.
talking about. Like, I
Yeah,
seen her like going in the car. I'm like, I don't know who's driving, but
right. She wasn't even paying attention to
yeah.
the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and with the baby, like, I don't want to say she should off it, but like that's what it's giving, especially if like the kind of relationship she has with Blueface is not stable. It's not giving any type of good outcome at all. So like there should be no baby involved in that situation. So I feel like, yeah, I don't think it's best for her to have that baby. And I don't even think, like, even without all this like beefing stuff on the internet, like I really think just mentally she's just not there. And then when I seen like how the house is looking, like I'm gonna say with Blueface, like I don't know why he's trying to act like, but we know she's been like that. And like, yeah, that's how I feel about the situation so far. But I just really hope, the last thing I want is to see them in the bed next week on live. If that happens, then I'm really like
We
tuning
know it's
out.
gonna be that. So it's like that's why like the thing I always feel bad when, of course, when I see her like super, super down like that. But like when I see, let's say they're in together in the bed, I'm not surprised. I'm like, oh, I just scroll on because I'm like, oh, that's predictable.
No, I'm really gonna, and this is why I don't feel bad now, because there's been so many times he's crossed the line and she's just jumped back in the bed with him. So it's just like, at this point, whatever you get is what you get, because it's like, I feel like he's literally like doing it on purpose just so she can get herself together and like leave or something like that. Like I feel like he's doing that just so she can leave herself, because clearly like she's not really trying to let him go, and you can see it. Like he's doing this rant and she's still kind of like, oh, I miss you, da da da, like I could never. But that's how I feel so far. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, thank you so much for calling in. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in, entertainers. Please make sure you guys hit that like button before y'all head out. If y'all new to the channel, okay, hit that subscribe button. For my replay watchers, please leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about these topics. Do you guys think that Chrisean should still go through and have this baby? What do you guys think about Diplo's statements? What do you guys think about, the slob on the knob? Okay, what do you guys think of Tommie shading Kandi? The nerve, right? And then do you guys think that Robin should be demoted now that Juan doesn't have his check? Okay, let me know what you guys think down below. We are out, babies.
Ain't no personal thing.